Hi everyone, thanks for joining me for another junior high take and make craft video. Today we are going to make these cute little bird bookmarks from Paperclips. And in your supply bag you have bundles of different colored yarn. You have your glitter, it's self-adhesive foam for the beak, some tiny little eyes, and of course paper clips. You have a small bottle of tacky glue and the instructions. So the first thing you need to do is decide which color you want to use. Since I've already made this blue variegated one, I'm going to use the pink now. Some of you might have orange, yellow, different colors. So the first thing you need to do, you're just going to wrap this around your hand about 10 times. 5, you can count like I might have to. And then once you have that, just take your scissors. Now, scissors are not included in the bag, but I'm sure you all have scissors at home. Carefully slide your hand out while keeping hold of one end, and then just cut right through all the other strands down there. Now, I found it easier to make sure everything was lined up pretty much before, and then get rid of these little things. Your next thing to do is decide what color paper clip you want. We're going to put this on the blue, and this is probably, it's not the trickiest part, but it's one of the tricky parts to this whole process, getting all of these through this. Let's see how we can, don't want to miss any out, because you want a nice full head of hair for your bird, your little creature. Slide that paper clip about halfway down. You can see it's kind of lined up like that. Take an extra piece that you clipped off, wrap it around, and if you have a friend, a partner, sister, brother, it might be easy to help if you did this together. Just want to make a little loop on there. You might need a little bit bigger piece. I think I will need a bigger piece, so let me just cut a bigger piece off. Again, wrap this, make sure all of the threads are through that, and just knot it. Make one little knot first, and then you can tighten up, push this down. Like I said, it's easier if you're working with someone perhaps. Make sure those are all nice and neat. Now you don't want to push it all the way to the end, and you can kind of decide for yourself how much, because this is going to be the face, so you need room to add the wiggly eyes and the beak. And I just double knotted it, like so. And it doesn't matter, it'll move around, so you can tighten it, but you can also put it back. The next thing to do, this is the most time consuming, is to separate all of the strands. So I thought it was easier just to take one of these, separate the two, and then if it just spins out, now you can leave it as that, or you can even take that further and separate each of those. So again, just at the top, find like the two, because each one has 4 little strands. Just separate the 2, and then you can decide to separate those or just leave it as the 2 strands together. This little one, I separated each strand. It's really up to you how full you want it to look, how busy and crazy. Once you have separated your strands to your liking, let's move some of this out of the way. Here's my beak. So here's this one, he's ready to go. This one I just separated every 2 strands because I didn't want to make it as full. So you lay that down. You're going to take your tacky glue, put a little dabble. It's hard just to do a little bit of this, isn't it? And then pick up the eyes. Put those eyes on. Now the beak, which is made out of the glitter foam, this is self-adhesive. So you just do your shape, peel it off, and peel off this one too. I think the instructions say to just stick it together or glue it on top. but I peeled off both sides so that no matter which way you look at it, it is glittery. The last thing to do is just put a little bit of glue right there to glue his beak on, her beak, its beak. There you go. And that's another little bird paperclip bookmark. You can set that aside. And then they're ready to use. There you go. Hope you had fun making these. Except one thing, let me just show you. I had it the wrong end, so let me just flip this around because you do want to be able to put that on your book like so. So make sure it's at that end otherwise. But like I said, they're really easy to flip around. We'll do this one too. There you go. Now they're ready to go on your book. So there, you can, I think your package has at least 4 or 5 you can make, maybe 6. And next week we'll be making another upcycled CD project and with tea lights so you can light up your room a little bit. Until then, take care and please send me these photos. We love seeing your finished work. And you can send those photos to ysrefdesk@allsublibrary.info. Until then, my friends, take care. Bye-bye.